morning, everybody. All right, let's make sure I'm being broadcasted here. Yep. All right. So, good morning to you. All right, I'm just putting together baits, is what I'm doing. And having some coffee. So, uh, lots of baits. I got lots of baits to put together. And I will tell you that I have had some really successful bait designs lately. This one I kind of smudged, so this one's mine. But this one, adding a spinner on these lipless and on the square bill cranks work really, really well. Hey, Stinkfinger. Don, how are you? But this actually does really, really well. It increases multiple times the hookup rate of my baits by just adding spinners. That extra flash is awesome. Really, 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 really awesome. I have to order more and more and more of those. So this is the design I'm working on right now. Sort of a modified bluegill type of thing, but it works really well in my lake. So we're just putting split rings on it, and we're putting hooks on it, and then packaging it. You guys know, the ones that are local know that I sell these at Lake of the Woods Marina. I took 20 baits there yesterday, and by the end of the day, they were sold out. Oh my goodness, I'm out of fishing and surgery Tuesday. I'm sorry, Don. I hope things are going well. Hey, Randomize. I hope your surgery went well. I really do. I always make my doctors prescribe fishing for recovery. This way my wife can't really say much. So, ask your doctor to prescribe fishing as part of your recovery system. Hey, still in you? So, we just put the split rings on. Now we're going to put some hooks on it. But this is just a bunch. I love these. And then I've got these jerk baits, which is great for cold water, which is what we got. Jerk baits are good for everything, actually. I've been selling so many lately that my boss is saying, "Oh, you gotta make more." It's like, these are hand painted. You can only make them so fast, and it takes about 5 days for me to start to finish each one of these things. 5 days, because they have to cure, and you can't just put clear coat on top of it right when you're done. So you got to let things sit, and especially the super glue that I use on the eyes. Just got more eyes in yesterday, so really nice. And just putting hooks and split rings, this takes time. I usually poke myself a couple times. As long as I don't go past the barb, we're good. So, finished bait. Well, so now we got a little package here. Hey, Greg. Nerve and tendon repair. Ouch. Well, I've had tendon repair, and my nerve damage is unrepairable, but it's just, depending on where all that is, it's miserable. So now, you put this in here, and voila, it is packaged for sale. Voila! Now, when I first grab it, I have to clear out all the eyelets of my epoxy. So it's without damaging my lure. So that takes a little finesse on the bottom because it's sort of gathered down here. So I gotta sort of finesse it a little bit to make sure, or else I make a bait for myself here, which isn't too bad. Although I have this bait already, so I don't need another one. I tell you, I made so many kids happy the last couple days at the lake. It was so cute. Kids were running up to the store. Mike, look what I caught. Mike, look what I caught. It was so cute. That, I always tell the bosses, the owners of the resort, my whole job really is to make sure everybody has positive memories for them, That's my job. Make sure everybody has positive memories. And I think that's why they like keeping me around. Dylan. Oh, Gregory. You lost the bait you bought. It is sitting at the register in the marina. Another kid found your bait that you bought last week. And I put it by the register at the marina. So it is waiting for you. I'll be at the store tomorrow. Well, I'll be at the lake tomorrow. But you have to go by and get that because it's not often you lose a bait and you get it back. Not often. But you say hi to Dylan for me. And Gregory, I have your bait at the marina. So, yep. It's a good thing I remember what I sell to who. But yeah, so Jade knows it's for you. She's at the store and she knows to give it to you. So that bait is sitting there, so you didn't, at least this time you didn't lose it. And next time you'll probably lose it. I always lose my baits. That's why I have so many of them. You're welcome, buddy. Hey, Amy. Well, I'm not much of a... I don't know how entertaining I am to dogs. But, last one of these to do. And then I'll deliver all these to the store tomorrow. Some of these, like one of these are for me. This is a great trolling lure. Really good trolling lure. So I really am hoping I can grab another German brown tomorrow because we just stocked the lake Friday. And they're feeding off of those trout. So that'd be awesome if I can catch another. We'll see. So, woohoo! Another one. So I got, there's one right there with the spinner. And then I've got some glide baits. Here's a bleeding shad spinner, or a glide bait. And then I also have of course, rainbow trout glide bait. So, and then I got some lipless with spinners, which work really well. So, thank you, Amy. Thank you very much. I hope everybody's having a happy day. Sorry. It's been cold at the lake. So, probably will catch a cold. I don't know. I dropped yesterday when I got up early and I was doing my baits, trying to get some of them ready for the store. I dropped all of my treble hooks onto the floor. Oh, it was so maddening. So maddening. Oh, I got two more number fours. Two more number fours. How can we put these on? We'll have to put those on for me. On a couple of lures. Oh, I'll put it on a jerkbait. I mean, putting a swivel on a jerkbait I haven't tried yet. And this is a swivel. I mean, this is a good trolling one. We're going to put one on this. This is a very good trolling lure. We're going to do that. That's going to be one for me tomorrow. We're going to do that because I like it a lot. It's amazing how many, I dropped all these. Oh, so maddening. So maddening. Alright, let's just put a few of those up there. Lock this up. If I drop it, it won't go all over the place. Alright, next one. Oh, let's put one together. So we're going to put one of these together. And we need a bigger O-ring on it. Or split ring, I should say. This is a big bait. Put some big hooks on it, although the back hook is only a number 4, so we'll see. Alright, let's use split ring pliers. Sometimes the right tool just makes things so much easier. But I'm there we go. This one, I mean, adding a swivel to the back, it's like I should put a swivel on every one of my lures, but a swivel costs a lot. And because they're built into the design of the hook, so I buy them in one piece like this. You just can't add a swivel to a hook. I mean, there's nothing there for you to put a swivel on. So you have to buy it like this. And that costs more money. Quite a bit. It's the most expensive hook you buy. But is it worth it? Absolutely, it's worth it. Oh, it's so worth it. That added little bit of swivel or flash on it is just so good. Oh, yeah. So, we're so that finishes this. I mean, this is my lure for tomorrow. So this one's my lure for tomorrow. I'm going to troll that behind the boat tomorrow. I mean, it's got a foil in it that's holographic, it reflects the full rainbow. This is a really cool looking one. Brothers fight. I have a younger brother. Yeah, something about siblings. It's just something about siblings. There, we gotta put more of these split rings on my desk. And not to sneeze or anything on top of it, or just goes all over the place. Okay, so we're going to do this one. I love this one. This is a glide bait. New design. It's real pretty. I want to give this a shot tomorrow as a glide bait. Again, these bigger baits should work really well to get the German browns, the big bass. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get some big fish tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of people don't think Lake of the Woods locally has big fish, but they got big fish in Lake of the Woods. You know, a lot of little fish, just like every lake. But, oh my goodness, they had some big ones. Alright, the hardest part about this particular bait is the soft paddle tail, or the soft tail on it. Getting this in. You basically break a toothpick, creating a flat end, and we use this to sort of stuff it. So you do. You push it into the tail here, and you stuff it in. Starting it is hard. It's such a tight fit of this rubber. Again, people don't appreciate the work I go through. To make a bait. But it takes a lot of work to make a bait. Now this particular softtail I saved for myself because it looks like it's melted a little bit. So I don't know how that happened, but I got it that way, 2 of them. So I saved them for myself, so customers don't get a deformed tail. Nobody wants to pay for a deformed tail. Probably doesn't make no difference whatsoever, on the operation of the bait. But when you make a bait, you're also catching the buyer. So you just sort of stuff it in the tail end, and you just sort of pull it up, and voila, it's on there. This one's been in a fight. That one's been in a fight. It's a tough fish. Tough fish. We're going to put big hooks on here. I love big hooks on these big baits. Try to go about as big a hook as you can without affecting its swim. The actual action of the bait itself. And this bait, you're really not worried about that. It's not a swim bait. It's a glide bait that's jointed, and that joint just gives it just enough kick when you twitch it in order to get it to swim. So that's that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Woo. See? We're going to use that one tomorrow. Oh, we'll be on the water all day. So, and I'm stuck in the trailer with them as we're camping in Seaside. Well, you're camping. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with camping. That's awesome. Just send them outdoors. See, like I got a lot of epoxy in this last hole, so I have to sort of work it out, cut it, without affecting the body of the lure. And we're just basically, this requires a little bit of finesse. So I don't want that epoxy to lift off of the lure, just off of the eye. And that takes a little bit of patience. Again, people See, when you watch me do all this, you appreciate why you pay $15 for my lures, or whatever you pay. But yeah, it just, labor is important. There. And it comes out nice and neat once you're patient with it. So this is a great lure to troll with. We're going to sell these in the store. And this thing's got such a good swim pattern all by itself. Adding that blade to the back is just going to really add to its flash. And I expect, as I troll, to start reeling them in. Nick, hey Mike, how's Lake of the Woods today? Canadian side of St. Clair and Detroit River. Muddy for 2 days. Well, we're finally getting good weather starting today. So, Lake of the Woods has been very good lately, and but it's been cold. And so this week we're expecting 70s and 80s. And that is going to do wonders for our water temperature. And water temperature is everything. It's just going to be fantastic. So fishing is going to pick up big time this week at Lake of the Woods. And as the waters get really, really warm, the Klamath Lake in my backyard, it's a huge lake. It's 25 miles long, 8 miles wide. It's going to warm up because it's only 8 feet deep on average. That will push all the trout up into the Williamson's River. And the Williamson's River will collect all the trout that are migrating into it, wanting cooler water. And it's going to just be teeming in a couple of weeks. So we're going to do a river run once I can arrange it. It requires 2 vehicles because you got to drop off at one spot and pick yourself up at another spot. So, ouch. Always stab yourself. So that'll be exciting. So we'll do a river run coming up next month. And the Williamsons has very specific rules about fishing. So we cannot use treble hooks in the Williamsons. We can only use single hooks. Yes, they can be barbed, but you cannot use trebles. And I have a tackle box just for the Williamsons River. So, voila. That's a good one at the store. Good one at the store. My goodness. Has to do with I only have 2 of them. One's for me, 2 of them for the store. So let's put this on. Yeah, we're done. I hope we're done with cold fronts. I mean, it even snowed last week. So, it's just here in Oregon, we just want to. Well, we need rain, but the fisherman in me says, I want warmer water. Warmer water is better fishing. So we're going to get that. And I'm very excited about it. Yeah, Gregory, I was waiting for you yesterday to drop in the store so I could give you that lure. And you never showed up. But it's on the register, so it is waiting for you. I tell you, some of my baits that I lost when I flipped my kayak, kids are finding them, and one of them was a beautiful swim bait. A kid brought it in yesterday, and and I told him, I said, this is one of mine I painted. It's a beautiful swim bait. And he went out on his dad's boat, and he threw it out in the back because it was a good trolling bait, a trolling bait. And within seconds, a big fish hit it. And he pulled in a huge fish. So really very exciting for him, and I'm very happy. I paint baits not just for myself.
I
Obviously,
didn't get that. Could you try again?
whatever. I actually paint for everybody. Actually, most of the stuff I paint go to other people. I do keep some very unique stuff for myself, or defective or imperfect stuff for myself, and but gosh, it's so exciting to see other people, besides myself, other people use my designs and my art, and they catch fish with them. That is exciting. I had another little guy come up to me yesterday at the lake. And is so excited because he just caught a trophy-sized trout. And there we go. There. See my paint station, I guess. Whatever. And he used one of my baits, and he was just so excited. And again, that's why I do it. I'm not making hardly any money on this stuff. Just to buy some fishing gear every once in a while, help pay for my gas. Boy, that cut into your fishing budget nowadays, because Lake Woods is 35 miles from here. So, in a big truck, it's $100 a week just in gas to go to work and fishing. So, this one is crazy looking. It's actually green, so green screen, you're not going to see it very well, but it's another glide bait, and it's a very, very cool looking one. So we need some larger O-rings. There we go. On it. So that, yeah. So basically my baits just pay for my fishing. Help me pay for my fishing. I'm not making money on them. I'm really not. I just ordered over $100 in blanks this morning, and everything I sell to the store, they don't pay me for a few weeks. So it takes weeks for me to get my money, which, sometimes, like this morning, I borrow from myself, and I pay it back when that accounts receivable is settled. And then I'll bring these tomorrow, bill them, and in a few weeks they'll pay for me, but they'll sell in a week. So, these things are going to be gone by next weekend, and that's that. Hopefully, I do have some blanks over there, but it's not just blanks. I got to have O-rings, I've got to have hooks, I've got to have this and that's, it's all the other stuff, that goes with making a bait. All this stuff, all these little O-rings, So we're gonna put, the hooks I use called Big Black is and these things, and I've used Mustad, VMC. These are the best hooks I've run across, and they're strong, they're sharp as a tack, and it's just really, really, really good. Okay, so we got to put this deformed fin. Again, this one's for me because it's deformed. So we got to stick this in. Starting it, so like I said, it's really the hardest part. And then you just have to use my toothpick and I stuff it in the little hole here in the back. Try to get it started, and then hopefully you pull it up. So this is the hardest part about this bait, is putting the tail on. It takes a while sometimes. a tough tail. But you know, you just gotta keep working it a little bit, a little bit, a little bit to get this tail in there. And voila. Like I said, see, it's kind of, you know, I guess some heat got to it. I don't think that happened here because it hasn't been hot here at all. I think that happened from the distributor. But like I said, these become mine, so the customer will never really see it unless they look at my tackle on my boat. So, but hopefully, you know, my wife and my daughter come to the lake tomorrow. I'm hoping they do. I don't think Lizzie, well, she's been in the lake once, but, you know, it's so pretty. I mean, the trails are gorgeous, and the trees and the animals. I mean, I saw a chipmunk yesterday. And we have this Pacific Coast squirrel that looks like a chipmunk. But the difference, I mean, the chipmunk's head's a little bit smaller, and the stripes on the back go all the way up over the head. And that's the difference between a chipmunk and a Pacific Coast squirrel. So, but yeah, I saw a chipmunk yesterday. Didn't know we had any up there. Knew we did probably, but never see them. So there we go. There's another one for me for tomorrow. I got four new ones up here for me for tomorrow so far. One of these is going to, okay, so this is a jointed bait. One of these is for me, I think, because I like it. And I sort of made a mistake on the painting, but you wouldn't notice it unless I pointed it out to you. So these also come with a paddle tail, and I have to glue that in. So let's put these together. Oh, good. Yeah, just tell them, you know, about the bait is for you, Gregory. Yeah, and it's at the register. Ask for Jade. She's the only girl that works in the store. She knows. And Dylan can pick it up for you. And yeah, it's sitting right on the register. So it's really, really nice. I mean, a lot of people, when they find baits, they don't want to give them up, especially nice ones like that. But when they find my baits, I mean, if one of my rods that I lost float up to the shore, I would love that to come back to me. But baits people can take and reuse and just enjoy. I had 3 kids yesterday. Actually, one of them, his name's Michael, just like mine. So yesterday morning, I went over to Aspen Point to do some fishing before my shift, and I met Aspen and his, I guess his friend, I'm not sure, and he was using bacon for a bait. So I gave him a lure to help him out. Well, you know, his dad was real appreciative and stuff, and his friends at their campground heard about me, of course, and they show up yesterday, and they're so cute. They're little kids. They're really cute. And so they go, well, you gave him a bait. Will you give me a bait? So, you know, my heart. So I hit my box and found a couple baits for the other 2 boys. I gave them baits. Now, these kids were working me a little bit. For little 5-year-olds or whatever, you know, they saw weakness. So next thing I heard, you know, they wanted me to give them a boat. These kids are like 5. I go, no, kids. You get a bait, you don't get a boat. It's so funny. So, you know, about 15 minutes goes by and they come in. How about an ice cream? These kids are working my heart, man. It's like, I go, nope, you don't get an ice cream. Like, you get a bait. kids are working my heart. You're welcome, Greg. Very, very welcome. So, yeah, boy, but we, it was so great. I mean, yesterday we were busy at the resort, but I made a lot of people happy, and that's the day. That's my day. There's the paddle tails for this. So I gotta get some glue. Do I have some glue over here? I think I might. I've got it on my other desk. Alright, be right back. I'm gonna go behind the green screen. Get some glue over here. Got some glue. Voila. So now this, we slide this into this, but we're going to glue it. The other one fits so snug, I don't have to worry about that. But this one, I always worry it's going to come out. So this thing's not going to come out with some super glue in there. And well, it doesn't really finish, so I got to put hooks on it. But I got to let it dry. I guess I should have put hooks on it first, but that's all right. We'll let this dry on my little rack here. The tail. We'll do this tail. Got the O-rings on it, so adding the hooks will be easy. Again, little things like this, gotta appreciate. And that one's done. We'll let that dry. Later today, I'll put the hooks on them. So there you go. Some of these just take multiple steps over and over and over again. So, alright, so what do I got? Oh, I got some top water still, and I got these jerk baits. So, this is actually a really pretty jerk bait. You have a hard time appreciating because of the green screen, but it is a soft green. So, and then I did put a false eye on each side, so really nice, really nice. So. The dads and everything at the lake yesterday and moms, they were real happy that I was making their kids happy, That makes me happy. Just makes me happy. See, now each one of these take 4 O-rings or split rings each. So, and they're triple. They have 3 hooks on them. So people wonder, okay, why does it cost more money? Well, it's because it's got more hardware on it. It's just got more hardware. That's all. More hardware costs more money. So we're doing pretty good here. What do we got? 13, 15, 20. I'll end up delivering about 25, 30 more baits. About 30 more baits tomorrow. Yeah, that makes about right. And then on top of the 20 that I delivered yesterday, which are gone, start painting more. Tuesday. We're going to get some more lipless. We're going to get some more lipless drinks. Yeah, over there. And the one design I like the most, we're going to do a lot of those. A lot is 10. Because I lost one yesterday. Oh well. Thought I had an extra one around here, but it might be in the truck. It might have fallen out of the bag because I thought I had 5. Pretty sure I made 5. I don't know. Alright, let's put some hooks on this guy. We're going to go with the number 6 hook because there's 3 of them on this guy. Hook numbering and sizes is weird because the lower the number, the bigger the hook. Unless you put a 0 in front of it. And then the bigger the number, the bigger the hook. I don't know who started it, but it doesn't make sense. Just doesn't make sense. You always poke yourself a little bit when you put a hook on a split ring. The trick is not to break your skin. Yeah, poke it a little bit, not a lot of it. When you buy my lures, you buy my blood. But I've tested a lot of different split rings and hooks, and I think what I've settled on is the best for my products. So, very cool. So, Gregory, you can tell Dylan that I said Dylan several different times. I'm really happy you guys had a good time at the lake. That actually makes me happy. You guys caught a lot of trout on Friday after they stocked. Well, he had a whole stringer full. This split ring's giving me trouble. I mean, it's open. I just can't get this stupid hook in it for some reason. I think my fingers are getting tired. There we go. Too many holes in my fingers. And there you go. That one's done. I'm going to take my little... These are called pillow boxes. You don't put pillows in them. Just the way that they look. And we slide it in. Like that. And voila. Have to put a sticker on it. I have stickers, you know, for labels and stuff. But, wow, there's a lot of really cool stuff up here. We got a lot of really cool stuff. Yeah, I hope everybody appreciates it. Yeah. I guess when they catch something, that's appreciation. I don't know. I ordered more O-rings, which is good because they're split rings, because I'm running out. You buy these in hundreds, but you know, you think 3 or actually 4 on this, so you can only do 25 of these baits for a package of 100. So, and there's different sizes. You got different sizes for different size baits. I ordered a couple hundred more today, so by the end of the week I should get those. It'll takes 5 days to get a bait ready for hardware, so it should time itself pretty good. Should time itself pretty good. In this next order, I have no big baits in it. I really went, sort of a medium to small bait, and boy, I need to put more small baits in the store. People don't realize it, but small baits catch more fish. They just don't catch, usually, as big a fish, but they catch more fish. So, whenever a big bait's not working, I'll throw a small bait out there and start a bite. I'll catch a few fish with it, and that starts sort of a craze going, and a frenzy. And at that point, I can throw the bigger stuff out and catch bigger fish. And that is how you catch a big fish. Sometimes. Sometimes you just throw a big bait out and grab one. It all depends how much feeder fish are in the area. If you find a school of feeder fish on your radar, then that's good. That means there's already a feeding frenzy going on. So, Alright, I think I have enough hooks for baits, so I didn't order any hooks. But I think I ordered like 70 more baits. No, more than that. 90 more baits this morning. Some blanks. Because I'm going to get some small ones, sometimes small ones cost more to me than the big ones, but people don't appreciate that. To them, size is money. And small baits are harder to paint because it's just a little bait. So I'm trying to add scales to it, stripes to it, details to it, and it's just, it's just harder. It's just harder because it's just a little itty bitty bait. When you got a big canvas, it's just easier. I mean, it takes more paint, but in probably about the same amount of time, it's just harder to do small baits because the canvas is so little for me to paint on. You always catch yourself on these hooks. Always catch yourself on these hooks. Alright, that guy's done. Voila. Triple hooks on those guys. Now Gregory, he bought a really cool one-off. There's no other bait like it. It's color shifting paint. I mean, that bait is a one-off bait. Never painted another one like it. So what he bought, that's why I think it's important that you go to, send Dylan to the store and get it. Because there's no other bait like it. And it works. You were catching a lot of fish with it, so it works. I might do another one like it. I don't know. All right, more split rings. Yeah, four. Okay, yeah, got enough for those. Whew, I'm running out of split rings. It's because I painted 60 baits. That's a lot of split rings. Did I lose everybody? Oh, no, there's still 4 watching. Hi, everybody. Still 4 watching. Still putting baits together. it's kind of interesting, at the resort, I kind of pay for myself. I'm free labor to them when you think about it, because I make baits. They make a profit off the baits, and probably about what they make off my baits is what they pay me. So, in essence, I'm free labor to Lake of the Woods. That's pretty cool when you think about it. They don't want to lose me. I'm free labor. Not that I think I'm all that, but it is kind of cool. You got an employee actually making you money that, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. When you think about it, I am free to those guys. So, and I love helping out customers, guests. Say, if I didn't make money off the baits, I don't think I could afford to have this job, because it is 35 miles away. And gas prices here are $5.50 a gallon. And my truck's got a V8. So, but another nice thing too, the owners, 3 of them, and I are all the same age. 57 or 58, years old, and we can relate to each other, and I'm sure I annoy them, but at the same time, I think they see me as an equal, probably because of my age and my disposition, but people always think I'm one of the owners at the resort. I get that question all the time. Yesterday was no different. And I go, nope. Just retired. I make baits. Work here 2 days a week. And support my retirement. That's what I do. So I think it's just sort of how I carry myself. I don't know. But I love talking to everybody, so. Yesterday was our first barbecue. It went okay. I think there's some wrinkles, with the new staff and new year to iron out our barbecue, but because I went to it yesterday. And we need to iron out a few things. That's just my opinion. I'm not really an owner. Just a guy that likes to fish. That's all I am. I wouldn't want to be part owner of the resort. I just don't have that much energy or the dedication to do it. Every year I almost die, so the fact that I almost die every year is just unreliable next year I could not be here. So they wouldn't want that. I thought about it, if they let me, but but no. One more split ring on this. Yeah, we get some hooks. 3 hooks. There we go. We have enough top water, I think, at the store. Because, we haven't sold any top water, I don't think, because it's not top water season yet. The weather's just been so cold. But I think in the next week, the next week we're going to sell, another week we'll start selling topwater lures. So I guess it's good to sort of stock up on them because in a couple of weeks they will be the go-to lure for people. Nice thing about jerkbaits, they'll catch trout too, and crankbaits. Trout love these. So, trout don't usually go for the topwater stuff. That's a bass thing. It's funny how many people don't even think our lake has bass. And if you look at my the Instagram and my Facebook, then you'll see that there's a 5.7, 5 3/4 pound bass that we caught just Friday. Big bass. Big bass. 5 3/4 pound. So like I said, the Lake of the Woods has good sized fish. I mean, I don't think you're going to get a state record out of there. Maybe German brown. But you're not going to, be nice, be nice. We've got some huge crappie. I love crappie. Something about panfish, simple but delicious. Sharksmith. Hey, Stinkfinger. Tony. Well, your event is coming up here pretty soon, right? The hospital event is coming up pretty soon. So, the Hampshire Hospital charity event, that's going to happen soon. Well, you know what we're going to do too? We are going to put together this crappie. We're going to put together this crappie. I got the pieces over there all painted, so we'll put that baby together because that actually is a gift. That crappie, that's a gift. And I used lots of colors on it, 3 different stencils on it to create layers on it. So you won't appreciate it, I don't think, on video as much as it looks like. Hey, squirrel! Squirrel! Well, happy day to you too, bud. Yeah, we'll put that together. I want to put that together because when you see what I did with the fins, and we gotta put the O-rings on it, not the hooks, and then we'll glue in, everything else. Because there's 4 pieces to that particular blank, and to add to it, and I painted them individually. So I think it came out pretty good. Like I said, it's a gift. All right. Yeah, we'll put that one together. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I thought of it just now. Thanks, Tony. Oh, it was you. You're the one that made me thought about it because I painted that one for Hampshire hospitals. That's what it was. That's what made me think about it. One more hook on this guy. And then we put together the crappie. Wait till you see what I did with the fins. They look really good, I think. Every time I paint something, unless I screw it up, it looks really good. Alrighty. Last jerk bait done. And you are hanging there. Oh, let's get those other parts to that crappie. Got them all laid out here. Try not to drop them. That would be a bother. Alright, so these are the fins which I painted for this crappie. This is the back fin, so we're going to... Now there is a pin that I seem to have misplaced. Come on, Mike. Huh, where is it? Oh well, we're gluing it in anyway, so... And again, it's a gift. We're going to mount it, so... Alright, so I'm going to put this thing in here like this. So we're going to take some glue. Pow, pow, pow. And we're going to put some glue in this channel here. And that is where this bill is going to go. There we go. Snaps right in, all glued up. So now I'm going to take the tail. We're going to do the same thing. So the tail is going to go in there like that. We're gluing that baby in like that. So the glue, see how that... It's kind of cool, huh? I did the same thing with the dorsal fin and the side fins. Put a good amount of glue in here. Squeeze that in there like that. Make sure it's centered. Looking good. Alright, good. And that, I'll bring that up a little bit, just like that. Clean up some of that super glue that's coming out with that toothpick I had earlier. Center it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. All right, so. Okay, so now we have the dorsal fin. Again, the dorsal fin I also painted with those stripes. So we're going to put some super glue on the dorsal. Just along the edge there. Oh yeah. Push it there. Snap. There it goes. Oh, dang it. Oh, dropped it. See? It takes a lot of work sometimes. So we're going to a little more super glue, because I don't know if I can get it all the way in the channel. There we go. Alright, so there's the dorsal fin. I can't push it all the way in, but that's alright. Alright, so now we got the side fins. I did the same thing on the side fins. Painted them. So pretty. Yeah, I think it goes that way. I just want to clean that channel out. Alright, let's get the super glue in there. It's all these little details, you know, that you hope people appreciate. Alright, so we got that one on, so that's its side fin, I don't know what they call that. Get the other one on, and we'll hang it and let it dry in place. Alright, good. Choo, choo, choo. So we're going to let this dry. But yeah, that's the, you can see sort of the bottom fins too. And then this is a crappie I painted. Alright, we're just going to let that dry over here. Give that a few hours, let that really set. So, that's really cool. Thanks, Tony. Alright, so that's cool. So let's see what else we got over here. We got some whopper ploppers. A few whopper ploppers. Take the tape off the tail. This is one of the whopper ploppers. It's green, so it's a see-through bait. Oh, wow, never had one of those before. See-through baits. That's cool. These only have one hook on them. Put a good size hook on it. This is a 6 or 4. That's a 4. As long as it doesn't interrupt the back, so it's perfectly measured for the back. Very cool. We'll put a small split ring up at the nose. And voila. See, he's done. A cool looking crappie. So we're going to actually, I don't know. I've got, it's a matter of presenting it to them, and, what I want to do with it. I want to put their logo on it. It looks really cool. Like I did for Hampshire hospitals. Taking the tape off of the spinner. The plopper portion. There we go. And voila. Grab a split ring. There it goes. There it goes. Alright, and a hook. A 4. Make sure I get good hookups on these. Come on. This is where you usually poke your hands. Slide it in, poke it through. voila. Another one. And another one. I got 3 of these. Like I said, we already have a lot of top water, but like I said, in another week or 2, with this warm weather coming in, water's going to be warming up. Top water's going to hit in a couple of weeks, so it's good to have a little inventory, because I can't keep up with sales. I just can't. I mean, I delivered 20 yesterday and they sold out. I mean, you just can't keep up with it. Hey, Timmy. Hey, Randomize. Going to fish at the Diamond Lake. I don't know. I didn't even hear about it. I didn't hear about the Diamond Lake Derby. I have to look it up. I've never fished Diamond Lake, so I would be a fish out of water if I went to the Derby there. I'm not allowed to fish in the Derby at Lake of the Woods because I work there. But, that's a trout lake, Diamond Lake is not a bass lake. But my baits catch big trout. So I could compete pretty well there. But, it would be interesting to do that. It would be real interesting to do it. I would like to do Diamond Lake. That would be kind of fun. When is it? Is it this weekend? Next weekend? Thing is, I work on Friday, Saturday at Lake of the Woods, so. So if it's on Friday or Saturday, then I can't. Blackbird. Huh. I have to look it up. It's like all my efforts are at Lake of the Woods this year, it seems. There it goes. All right, so what else we got here? We got spintails. I gotta loosen these spintails up. They ain't spinning like they should. This one's not gonna. I have to take some wire on this and work it, I think. This one is a lot better shape. Yeah, that's kind of what you want. There you go. That's what you want. That's what you want. All right. freely spin. Where's Tasha? Oh, there's Tasha. Oh, my goodness. Alright, we are almost done for this session. Because some of this stuff has to dry on the super glue. And then I can finish putting hooks on them, like the paddle tail jointed and that crappie. Crappie looks really cool. Crappie looks really cool. I can't touch it though, because I don't want to mess up the setting of the glue. Okay, that's good. Woo! Spinners. Alright. Put this little guy in here. And voila. We have it packaged. So those, yeah, I gotta put stickers on them. But yeah, what do we got? 4, 8, 8, 13, 16, 20, 24, 28. Oh, and up here, 5 more is 33. So I've got 33 baits to bring to the store on Monday. 33. So the magic number is 33 right there. 3 is a magic number. It is a family. And clean all this up. So, pretty cool. We did good. We did good. Get all these little hooks picked up without dropping any on the floor. That's real important. Oh, right when I said it. There's one on the floor. Oh, there it is. Just rub your hand on it until it sticks in your hand. Good. Bam. We did good. Hey, Craig. So, we just did all this. This is what we did. So, we just got all those things done. And, label it, finish a few more. We're good to go. We're good to go. A little coffee. It's iced coffee now. forget this guy? Why is he sitting on my desk? Oh, he's imperfect, that's why. Maybe I should put another hook on the back of this. Yeah, we'll put another. Well, we'll finish those up. Top waters. When I do those, we'll finish those up. But this one is quite interesting. I think this one's going to catch a lot of fish tomorrow. So I put a blade on the back of that guy. That's going to catch a lot of fish. I'm going to troll this behind my boat tomorrow because it looks great trolling. That is going to catch something big tomorrow. So we'll do that. Well, that was nice. Yeah, we're doing okay. Thanks, Craig. So those baits will be in the store tomorrow over at the marina at Lake of the Woods. Those will be there, and they'll probably be sold out before the end of the weekend. But I love, the added detail I did on the fins on this one. Really look good. See if I can turn off the green screen so you guys can see what this really looks like. There it is. Filters. Chroma key. Alright. So that is that. Let's see. Okay, there. Turn that filter off. So this is the crappie that I painted as a gift. So that is that. Looks really, came out really good, I've used lots of colors on here, a lot of colors, and 3 different stencils in order to create a scale under the scale and different patterns on it. Again, it's sort of subtle, but it's there. And then I hand painted the fins. There's some golds and some greens and some yellows and some magentas and just different little bit of colors here and there on this one. It just turned out really good. So that is that. And then, you couldn't see this one because of the green screen either. But there's that one. This is mine. So really cool looking. It's a glide bait, and then of course, drop this guy right here, which is a good color combination. Oh, and those paddle tails you couldn't see either. So really neat, really cool looking. Again, they got it dry because I glued in the paddle tail. Really neat. So I'm excited about those. Crappie pattern, those things, they're hard because there's so many different things going on in a crappie. It's about life size for our lake too. It's about what size they are. They got bigger fins, but this just happens to be the blank that I had. But Yeah, there's some really good ones here. There's a lot of fish to be caught on these things right here. A lot of fish. And big ones too. I mean, that crappie. This thing will catch huge fish if they fish it. But again, I'm mounting it, so yeah, we'll see. I gotta figure out how to do that though. I'm thinking about a piece of plexiglass and putting it through the plexiglass. It's sort of a 3D. So you have to go to the store and get some plexi. Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We figured it out. Part of the creative process. I have another fish up there too I painted for the display. And so it's like a red and green, so we'll figure it out. Alright guys, well, I'll let you go. Thanks for popping in, hitting like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Gregory, make sure Dylan goes by the store and gets that bait that I have waiting for you there that you lost. And anyway, you'll see me on the water tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow, and you'll see me on the water. And hopefully we will be catching a lot of fish tomorrow. So just tune in, check it out. Let's see. No randomized, no standard upload status. Maybe we can interact on live chat while video is playing. Yeah, me too. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll see you guys. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.